So, first of all, welcome. And here we go with our first item, which is the tenderloins, right? So, what is a tenderloin, right? It's filet mignon, okay? And these are 2-ounce medallions. So each small medallion equals 2 ounces. So we look at this. This is basically a baby filet mignon. And what I love about these, no fat, no gristle, if you've never had our filet mignons, which for some are out of reach, it's just not an everyday steak. I love these because it's still filet mignon, okay, but it's more versatile, right? I'm going to show you in a second that you can pair this with a vegetable, with our double stuffed potatoes. Make a sandwich with them. They're approachable and they're easy. And you just see here how juicy these are. These are wet aged for 28 days. So you get that like steakhouse feel. Now, let me show you something, which is kind of cool. So, a lot of times, what I love about these is they're 2 ounces, exactly 2 ounces. So, two of these is the equivalent to a 4-ounce petite filet. Now, what's great about this is they're already cut in 2-ounce medallions. So, again, why? Well, it's easier to cook, okay? And then when I say easier to cook, they melt in your mouth because this is truly filet mignon. So, again, you see that one's about medium, okay? And I'm going to show you some medium wells, medium rares, because everyone likes their filet different. But at the end of the day, the filet is extremely tender. And again, in this case, very versatile. And you get that steak seasoning, right? That salt, that pepper. It just helps that meat pop. Now, this is item number M95960. Okay. You're going to get 20-ounce, 28 2-ounce beef tenderloin medallions. Each package is equivalent to an 8-ounce filet mignon. But what makes these different is that they're already cut. So you know exactly what you're getting. So if you're on a diet, you're counting points. This is easy because you'll know exactly how much protein you're getting. Not to mention, these are great for kids. And again, you see how just easy that cuts? Because guess what? It's basically just like a filet mignon center cut that you get at that restaurant that is just a little bit on the expensive side. Now, look at that, right? That appears to be a beautiful center cut filet mignon. It is, but it's 2 ounces. And when you cut into that, it gives you that same effect, right? Look at that 28 days of aging. Now, what does that mean, Ralph? What it means is that these sit in their own juices, and the enzymes in the meat actually break the tenderloin down to make it even more tender, but it also gives you a little bit of punch of flavor. A lot of times when we talk about filet mignon, it doesn't have a lot of taste to it, right? People like because it's tender and it's lean, doesn't have all that fat to it, right? But in this case, what's great about the Kansas City Steak Company is that we're aging the beef, which gives you a little bit more flavor. And if you like your tenderloin with flavor, this is it. And it's a great introductory to the Kansas City Steak Company. So if you've never purchased anything through us, this is kind of a great product to try. And again, it's very versatile. So let me show you just an example. And again, this is M95960. You're going to get 28 of these 2-ounce medallions. And we call them medallions, just like that. So if I put two and two together, that's equivalent to a 4-ounce petite filet. Now, what if I want three? Three gives you a 6-ounce center cut filet mignon. But guess what? They're easy to cook because they're in smaller increments. So let me just show you one of these. And we're going to take one of these. Actually, we're going to do two. We're going to make a petite filet sandwich. So I want to show you the versatility. Now, again, you would never take a big, expensive 8-ounce filet mignon, cut them up to make a sandwich. It just doesn't make sense. But these do. So again, I'm going to take, that's one. I'm going to come over here and take two. And I'm going to lay them on a nice, I have a, because we're doing hamburgers later, okay, that I'm going to use a hamburger bun, okay? You can use a Kaiser roll. You can use whatever you want. So here I do. Put my hair like this. So this, by the way, this is so fun. And again, center of the plate, no problem. But how about a sandwich? I'm going to go over here. I'm going to take a little bit of mushrooms, sauteed mushrooms, okay? And then I'm going to hit it with a little bit of butter. Check this out. There's a little trick. Put a little butter on your bun like that. And then just got to have a little seasoning to that. And then look at that. There's your filet sandwich, okay? Again, easily approachable. If you're not a chef, this is your jam because it's still and we only have 500 to go around because again, we don't see a lot of these because keep in mind, we sell to restaurants, right? So when we cut fillets, it's usually the center cut because restaurants, they are now starting to use these as an appetizer. And I have to say, I think I saw it the other day at a really expensive steakhouse. I think it was like $17 for four. $17 for four. Now, again, that's a 4-ounce filet, but because they're in 2-ounce increments, they made it a little bit more fancy with some sauces and whatnot. So, again, free shipping and handling, which is outrageous, okay? Sale price of $99.98 for 28 2-ounce beef medallions. And this is how they come. Show you real quick. So here's how they come, okay? Just like this. There we go. Just like that, right? So again, you see the marbling, which is the white lines, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. These come frozen. You put them in cold water or in the refrigerator overnight, and you're ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's equal to an 8-ounce filet. So that's an 8-ounce filet. So again, which is great, is you take these out, and let's say you're making a little pasta, maybe a little bit of veg, maybe the potatoes we have coming up next, and you just simply take maybe 2 of these, and that's your protein because they cook so fast. So let's talk about how do you cook these, right? Now, let's make this easy. Let's start out with the easiest one, air fryer, okay? You want to pat them dry with some paper towels because moisture will not allow you to get that crispiness on that steak. We want a crispy outer shell, and then inside we want it juicy. Okay, so put them in your air fryer, coat them with your favorite oil, and then about maybe 10 to 16 minutes based on how well or rare you want these. Then what I like to do, if it's a rainy day, sear these in a pan and then maybe a minute or two on each side, and then just put them in the oven for like 5 minutes and just let them kind of chill out. And then you want to let them rest because you got to treat this. This is a filet mignon. This is filet mignon. Look at that. No fat, no gristle, and look at nice and thick. Each medallion, super juicy. So now this is medium, about a medium well. A steakhouse, we call this medium well. But you see how juicy these are? Still at medium well, because of all that marbling, all that wet aging we do. We take another step. And again, we sell to not only grocery stores. Grocery stores wish they could have these. We only do to really high-end restaurants. And what happens is you get that experience at your house, okay? So that white cooler arrives in your house and they arrive frozen. You put them in the freezer and then you just take them out the day before and you're ready to go. So it's really a fun product. And, you could do so many things with these. Again, I showed you a sandwich, right? I made a sandwich. Shish kebabs, okay? Center of the plate. Like I said, I'm going to show you this one is beautiful. But if you take 2 of these, again, that's a petite filet. 2 ounces, 2 ounces, that's 4 ounces. Add another one to your plate, now you got 6 ounces. So you see what I'm trying to say is that it's very versatile and you don't have to go to the store and figure out how much filet you need for each person. Because again, they don't sell this product anywhere. I've never seen filet medallions in 2-ounce portions at the grocery store. Okay. And again, you get that seasoning. It makes that meat pop. And again, this is M95960. This is the Kansas City Steak Company. Been at QVC for over 25 years. Been in business since 1832. This is the 28 2-ounce beef tenderloin medallions. But make no mistake, this is filet mignon. Okay. This is filet mignon, and this is on a sale price. So again, I curated this list of items because I kind of feel what people need for this time of the year. And you want to talk about like a barbecue? We have your hamburgers, you got your hot dogs, right? What about these on the grill? Because again, people already have their hamburger buns ready to go. And they may say, you know what? I'm going to have a burger. I'm going to have a hot dog. And oh, by the way, you know what? Give me one of these tenderloins. And again, you imagine going to a barbecue and having filet mignon. It's not normal, but if you come to my house, it is. So I invite all you to come to my house. Oh, look at that. And again, 2-ounce medallions, super juicy. Look at that, right? And again, let these sit, after you sear them, whether it's the barbecue or whatnot, just kind of put them in the corner of the grill or take them out, put a little tinfoil on them. Let all those juices rest. Let the juices go back in the meat because this is filet mignon. And again, this is 4 easy payments of $25. Okay. This is for filet mignon. Now, this is steakhouse quality. Again, we sell to steakhouses. So if you want that experience at your house, this is it right here. And again, you don't have to be a chef. All you have to do is have a hot pan, a hot barbecue, throw these in there, a little bit of oil on them, and then you're good to go. It's that easy, right? So again, this is item number M95960, and this is the 28-ounce, 2-ounce filet mignon.